Alright, we are live. Hi, Whoopi. Wow, that was fast.
He has been waiting very patiently for us to go live.
Nice. I'm halfway through my drink, though.
Alright.
Damn it, I forgot an adult beverage.
I didn't.
I got mine like half an hour ago.
Does this count?
It's apple strawberry hard cider.
That counts for you.
I have 2 beverages, water and beer.
As bad as that sounds, Paige, it counts for you.
Paige, it depends on whether or not you have 1930s Coke, because if you do, it has cocaine in it. And then that would be the
Then it's a
adult
good
beverage.
time.
I like the exotic
Then it's a good
Coca-Cola.
with the nice, good, pure cocaine.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I can't get
The
this.
good stuff.
There's like regular Coke, Coke Zero, Diet, caffeine-free Diet Coke, Charlie Sheen Coke.
Charlie Sheen Coke.
Alright. So, last we left off, you guys were finally gathered together once again in the infirmary of the city hall, with Nulky screaming, trying to figure out a spell. Ryan passed.
I just love just. Damn it!
Where did you guys hear it from? I'm trying something. There's a hand motion, I know.
Alright. With a couple people asleep after a long day and deciding to follow Sorella, you guys had been given the infirmary to sleep in. And the rest of you had been your chaotic selves and been running around, breaking into places. You got to see the halfling that runs the puzzled tree again, and made your way back to the city hall. And now all of you are gathered in the same room. The 2 little girls, 10 or 11 years old, with matching peasant dresses of opposite color, a sash tied around the middle on each, the one in the white dress with a lighter colored red hair, but the other with the dark red hair. Differing personalities, as they spilled some secrets that scared you guys, and they turned to look at Devin, saying that she was the one they wanted to talk to.
Still don't like them.
I screamed out loud at that part of the stream when I watched it. I was like,
No.
They know things I don't want them to know.
imagine what they know. Like, there's a lot to know about Devin, and Devin, like, I'm worried for Devin. Like, I'm worried for my character, because I don't know what's going to happen.
I feel that.
All right. What do you guys do?
Devin's still snoozing. She sleeps like a rock, so...
I feel like
They
I would
wanna
just
talk
like be looking between the
her.
girls and Devin, like,
Yeah. We should probably try to wake her up if they want to talk to her, because I don't think they're going to
Can-
talk to us.
Can I have Sarandir go lick her face until she wakes up?
I mean, yeah.
Do
That
it.
would work.
Do it, boy.
That would work.
Go get her.
Make a charisma saving throw.
So Devin, you now have a large wolfhound running up and licking you in the face.
Ugh. Ugh. This is like oh, ugh.
So like after she's awake and she's like, especially when she starts yawning and her mouth is wide open, I'm like, keep going. She's not awake yet.
Lick right in the mouth.
God, jeez. What?
All right, come here, boy. I give him some scritches, smile at him.
What is? I'm sleeping so well. What the heck?
they want to talk to you. I just
Hey,
point at the
who's
girl.
that?
I just kind of point at the two girls.
Rook pretty much does that Will Smith thing. It's just like, you know, these people.
The one in the
These
black
people.
dress, the one in the white dress kind of tilts her head a little bit, and the one in the black dress starts jumping up and down and, hi!
Hi.
Hi.
Are they here to kill us? Because I don't need that right now.
No,
not here
but
to kill you,
they
no.
know everything you don't want them to know, apparently.
We know a lot of things.
Even
Devin's
things
face just goes white. Like, she stopped breathing. She's freaking out.
No. Your secrets are safe with us as long as you don't give us a reason to spill them. Your friends here aren't very quick to trust.
I have my reasons.
Okay. What did you want to talk to me about?
Do you not remember us?
No.
Oh. Well, that's a little disappointing. I guess it was a little while ago. Well,
I mean,
uh,
you're welcome to tell me how I know you.
oh, but now it's even more fun this way. To which the sister kind of just shoves her a little bit. So you really don't remember who we are?
No. I remember you've been giving us hell ever since we got here, peeking around corners.
Yes, my sister likes to do that.
That's the first time I've seen you.
Well, since we need a reintroduction, I'm Nariana. That's my sister Amarella.
Nice to meet you. What do you want from us?
Well,
Or me, I guess.
we need your
How do I know
help.
you? Like, with what?
Which the one in the black dress kind of comes in a little bit, and she chimes in. Okay, so it's kind of a long story, but you've been chosen. If that makes any sense, you have a very valuable possession to us on you that we need you to keep safe, and possibly help out every once in a while.
What the fuck do I have on me? Okay.
You have one of these. And both girls pull at one of the chains around their necks and pull out a little purple locket.
You mean this thing? That's been broken? Like,
At which both girls kind of gasp and kind of run up to you and are looking at it, and they're like, why is it broken? It's not supposed to be broken. This isn't good.
we found it broken. I thought. I haven't paid much attention to it.
Okay, well, that's, it's a little important that does not break.
Okay. I'll keep care of this half if you tell me why it's so important.
It's a sign from our mother. Like I said, you were chosen. Make sure you keep
Your
it
mother.
safe. Yes, our mother.
Who's that?
At which the one in the black dress turns to her sister. I should be using their names. For short, you have heard this a couple of times. At one point, the one in the black dress had called the one in the white dress Neri. And the other one goes simply by Ama. And they turn to each other. And they kind of give each other a glance. And then they look back at you, and the one in the black dress, Ama, just kind of goes, "Well, I won that argument. I don't have to tell you that. I don't think you want to know either."
If you don't tell me, I won't help you.
"Oh, but I think you will. See, this," and she goes to grab the necklace out of your hand, "is why we trust you."
I have more questions than I do answers now.
Isn't that the point?
That's sort of the theme with these guys.
Ro would like to interject.
With a weapon.
It's
With my hands like this. So you have 2 different necklaces?
I have 3.
Why do you have one that looks like mine?
We know the same person. Isn't that a simple enough answer?
It's just... She kind of just gets very confused and doesn't really know what to say and starts thinking way too much, so it's upsetting her. She doesn't really say much after that.
So, Devin, our request is simply that you keep this safe, and you find a way to break it, but not physically.
A way to what?
Break it. Dispel it. Free it, if you will. But unfortunately, it won't take brute strength.
So we just find somebody who can cast and spell magic on it.
I'm not sure that'll work either. I'm sorry, but our mother wasn't very specific as to how or why. She simply pointed us in your direction.
Who's your mother?
I think that this Noki's gonna like chime up. Where did you say you got that, Devin?
I found this in that cave with the bad drow when I first met you guys. Off of that priestess.
To which both little girls' faces fall
And Noki's prepping spells.
and turn white.
I
Oh
will
shit.
face grab.
Kalita
I
too.
will face
Oh,
grab.
shit.
I will face grab.
Bro.
To which
Like as everybody else is
Mary
preparing and Rook is like
turns
with the
to
bow.
her sister
Like,
and very quietly goes, "I think we both knew this is what was going to happen. So you found that in a cave?"
Yeah. On the body of like a drow priestess who was turning into a spider and then killed a whole bunch of people from the town.
What?
Oh,
Is
well, I mean, with everything that had happened, we kind of expected this, but it doesn't lessen the blow. And the sister, Ama, has gone very strangely quiet and is holding still.
At this point, Kalita's just, are you two servants of Lolth?
Who is that?
Oh, thank fucking God.
The other one?
I was like, okay.
you two just saved yourself an arrow, that's all I'm saying.
would I know any other names for Lolth from my studies at all?
Elistray?
That one also doesn't ring a bell, I'm sorry.
You guys seem very upset in the way that she found this. Was she supposed to find it in a different way?
We never knew how she found it or why she found it, but like I said, we were only pointed in your guys' direction. To which
Said you pointed in our direction by your mother. Who is your mother, and why would she care that you talk to us?
Yeah, she's not telling us.
I think that since you guys would like to keep your secrets, we would like to keep ours as well.
But you know our secrets.
We're not sharing them.
You shared mine. I feel it's only fair you share this one. At least
You
the
know-
name pointed you our way.
Let's just say
You know,
that
a moment ago you were saying that we are not quick to trust, and here you are not quick to trust yourselves. That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? If you want us to trust you, perhaps you should trust us with information that would at least even the playing field. You know everything about us. We know nothing about you, but you expect us to trust you.
well, yes.
Ugh.
Reason do we have to trust you?
Neri? the one in the black dress
What
looks
the-
really
what-
confused for a moment. And Neri just kind of holding her book. Very, very straight faced. We can help you guys too. I mean, we don't seem like a lot, but we're not sure. The only one we knew before we received the message about you guys was. And she seems to fumble for a second. Devin. But if she doesn't remember us, then that's okay. We were just.
Would you care to explain how you know her?
Yeah, how do I know you?
Can I tell if they're lying or not?
Insight
are they
check.
lying? Okay.
Finally, someone insight checks.
I mean, I don't trust them, but I feel like if they know shit about me, then I don't
6.
particularly need
Six?
to check.
Not much of an insight check.
No.
You
Can I also insight check them?
I will only allow one
Can we
other
just
person
all-
to insight
My
check them.
insight check is trash, so
Oh, it was like
Mine's good.
probably.
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
20.
20.
Damn, there it is.
They
Not nat 20, but 20.
very much seem like they're telling the truth. They are being very sincere in what they are saying right now.
they're just being very secretive.
Not very
about it.
forthcoming.
Secretive. You said that you would help
Devin.
us. How can you do that?
I promise I will answer that question. Devin, make a. Oh, you're gonna hate me. Make a history check for me, please.
God damn it. My history is trash.
Come on, baby, no whammies.
Nat 20.
3.
Hey.
Ooh.
3 squad.
No.
Trying to think back to anything that would give you any insight on these two little girls, it's just not coming through. Look,
Was it?
we just want you to keep the necklace safe. It means a lot to both of us, and it means a lot to our mother. But we also need a way to set the spirit free from inside of it.
What?
Look,
You don't
we
know
know you
where
guys
I
don't
could
really
go?
trust us, but we do really want you guys to help us here. So that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, and in answer to your question, it was Kalita. Yes, Kalita. Remind your poor DM what your question was again.
How they plan on helping us if they offered their help.
We know a lot of very important people. We know a lot of very powerful people as well.
And do they also know you? Like Devin?
Oh yes, very much so.
knew you?
I mean, I
But
know
these
them
people
too.
actually know us.
Any
No one-
that we would know?
Did I know you from before I came here?
Can you be a little more specific?
Before I came to Darness.
Well, you've come once before.
They would know what I mean. They would know what I mean.
Yeah.
They know everything about me.
They know you from before you came here.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. Okay.
You say you can help us because you know powerful people, important people, but you knowing them does not guarantee their cooperation with you in trying to help us. It doesn't answer Kalita's question.
Yes, it does.
And you don't tell us anything, so you're not really being very helpful.
Not
Well.
trustworthy.
My tail kind of flicks a bit in irritation.
The cattail like waves when
Well,
we're
pretty
angry.
much.
We cannot tell you the answers to the big questions. However, we can answer some of the little questions.
How'd you do the disappear thing when you were chasing it?
We have grown up most of our lives. Being trained. Being informed. We study a lot. We may be small, but we are quite powerful.
Second follow-up. Do you think you could teach me?
The quiet one kind of... I think I could teach you a couple of things, but they're a little out of your range right now. Perhaps another time.
Meaning these girls are higher than level 3.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm very glad I did not shock them when we realized the necklace came from a priestess of wolf.
Ro kind of points at the more outspoken one. Is this how you've been getting to Shinstra?
Well, yeah.
Do you know any other way to get to her?
To which she smirks, just
Oh
this
my
broad
God.
face, and says,
Fucking kill you.
"Through us."
Trust?
No, through us.
Oh, through us. Okay.
Oh. Same thing. You gotta trust them.
Like we said, we know a lot of people, and they know us. And a lot of them.
If you can get to Shinstra with this, can you take Shinstra out of her cell and let her free with this?
See, that unfortunately I cannot do. I may be able to make a lot of calls, and I may or may not know a lot of people, but the most I can do in this particular case is put in a good word. Which I have already, so you're welcome.
Would you be able to bring myself and Raiden or Ro down to see Shinstra without the others knowing?
To which she kind of looks at the door, turns to Neri, and says, "Well, it's time to panic, but you can ask her." And they start scrambling for the door. Not the door, the window, and they start running off. To which the short one makes it out.
Can I
And
cast Rust to keep the door closed?
Oh my god, oh my
They're
god.
going out the window.
they're going
Yeah,
out the
to-
window.
To keep the door closed. Because I'm thinking that
Something
someone's coming through the door right now. From the way they're panicking. So I would like to try and hold this door
And
closed.
the
with
Ama manages to make it through the window. And then Neri sits on the ledge of the window, turns to you guys holding her book, and says, "We were never here." Understand?
No promises.
I'm so
Whatever.
lost right now.
They don't want us to tell anybody about them.
Noki is
She falls
preoccupied
back.
trying to stop the door.
And as soon as they disappear, you guys just hear a small knock at the door.
Can I recommend that the three of us who weren't here earlier this evening make ourselves scarce into a corner that we're not going to be seen right away when the door opens, if it opens?
Yeah, hiding would be great.
All right,
Yeah.
Can
individual
I
stealth
stealth off
checks.
someone?
Individual stealth checks, you guys. As the knock comes through, you also hear a voice. You folks can let me in. It's just me.
Oh, okay. Alright. This was the good lady.
Shit, son.
18.
12.
19.
Okay. Do you let her in, Nulky?
Oh yeah. After
Right.
I wait till I pause, I realize they're hiding, so I pause a second. I'm like, 1 second. Good.
She
And then I'm gonna
opens. She opens the door and she walks in. Her hair up a little bit differently than it was the day before, and she walks in and she goes, "Well, you all passed my test of trust. I greatly appreciate it. This makes it a lot
We
easier for me
appreciate
to
the
help
rest.
you.
To do what?
To help you.
Okay. Awesome.
And how can you
I
help
mean,
us?
you'll show me magic.
Sure, little one." And she brings with her a small bag, which she sets down, and she kind of opens up. And there is bread, some cheese, an assortment of small snacks. There's a small thing that kind of looks like a really sugary pastry, to which she picks that up and she walks over to Ryan and she gently goes to shake Ryan awake.
Ryan, like,
all of
mumbles.
this?
Ryan's been asleep
You're,
through this
you're probably
entire...
feeling extra bitter about the fact you got licked on the roof of your mouth by a big wolf a second ago. But I didn't have it.
Devin's like, I know she just died, but this is some shit.
She got to sleep.
She got a nap. It was a dirt nap, but she got a nap.
Dirt now.
Oh my god.
You kind of made her do that, though.
No, Devin didn't say it out loud. It's just all on her
Gotcha.
face. It's all on her face. All of that.
Wonder why.
And she turns around to the rest of you as Ryan is slowly mumbling her way awake. Alright, so, long story short, I have put in a good word with Lady Kayla. I have also spoken to the Grand Marshal on your guys' behalf. It does appear that most of the residents that you helped also said that you were fighting in an attempt to help them and help protect them. Unfortunately, some of them did not survive. But in this particular case, casualties may occur. And she does kind of fall a little flat as she says that. But nonetheless, they have spoken with you folks instead of against you, so that is good for you. Especially since when it comes to any kind of political debate or any kind of trial, I'm usually the one that shows up. So, and then she goes and she starts to walk back to the rest of the group, to one of the tables that's over near the windows. And she trips over something and she kind of looks down and she goes, "Well, if there's one of them here, the rest of them must be as well. You guys can come out now.
I'm so afraid.
Freaking row anyway.
I'm sorry.
Rose tail. Please tell me it was Rose tail she tripped on.
I come out, but I'm like doing the I'm pulling my hood over my face and like my tail's like curling around me. And I'm just like, please don't look at me.
Embarrassed.
I have like the
tiefling
pink
person.
and blush on my face right now.
Which is mostly just an even deeper shade of purple.
Pretty much. If I could be as red as a tomato but purple, that's what I look like right now. But I'm hiding my face.
like an eggplant.
Yes, full
Yep.
eggplant blush.
Yep, I went
Yeah.
from lavender to royal purple real fast.
Hey, you match Sorayla's robes.
Perfect.
Squad goals.
Do the rest of you come out of hiding?
Yeah, I walk out of the shadow that I found in the room with my wolf.
So, I may or may not have called in some favors, especially since you almost lost one of your party members there for quite some time. Ryan, my dear, I spoke to Miss Lily Featherwood. Does that name ring a bell by any chance? Okay, that's fair. She is one of the heads of one of the forest circles in Darnus, just a little further south of Tristan. If you would like me to contact her and bring her here, if you would like to go to her, she's been wanting to seek a little bit of help recently. It was Devin, correct?
Yes.
I called in one of my friends. I've gone on many a mission with him. He is a wonderful man. I hope you will understand. He also happens to already know your circumstances, as do I. So he will be coming in to aid you there. Miss Kalida, I have spoken to some of the council. If you would like, it will be a process, but I understand that you are a servant of Kellenvor.
Yeah.
If you would like, we do have some empty space in the Cogswell district that the city has been owning for quite some time. If you are willing to put in some of the effort into supplying them, a small shrine, a small temple can be built on your behalf. It will take some time. It will take quite a bit of time. However, the offer is there for when you want it.
Thank you. I will
these,
consider
like-
that.
Why did you talk to all these people?
I happen to like you folks. You also put some trust in me that I was not expecting. And seeing what you folks did with the drow. She gets very serious for a moment. I'm sure you all have heard the rumors of King Levin, about him not feeling all too well.
We have.
They are very true. And with a group of adventurers like you, I can see you guys doing some great things. Many great things. However, all of your potential is undirected at the moment. So, to give you guys the push in the correct direction, I called in some favors. I can also be quite persuasive when I want to be.
Okay.
I think Noki's gonna like pipe up like, do I have a favor yet?
I'm still thinking on what to do for you.
when you have a spare moment, I would have an ask of you.
Fair enough.
And then Noki's gonna like take
No.
a step back and leave it go.
Now, what was your name? And she turns and looks at Rook.
My name is Rook. This is my best friend, Sarandir.
Hello, Sarandir. Now, unfortunately, you were not part of the group that followed me last night, so I was wondering if there was a favor I could do for you. Your purple tiefling friend and the quiet one as well.
I am very far from home, brought here by mysterious and strange magic. At first, when I got here, I just wanted to get back. And now that we have gotten this far, I would like to at least see it through.
So you would like...
If I had one thing that I could ask of you. Some of these friends of mine are friends with the dark elf that you have in your dungeon, Shinstrah.
Unfortunately, I have already spoken to the council about that. I
know
done
the council
what I
won't
can.
let her free. That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
What I am asking is that she is treated well and as fairly as possible until the rest of us can clear her name and make you all look like fools.
Well, I appreciate you calling me a fool, but she's already been moved. So, you're welcome.
Being moved to where and why?
She is being moved to the prison in the castle. It's a little more well stocked, a little more well... what's the word I'm looking for? Comforting. King Levin...
First place.
King Levin does appreciate not degrading people. That is why the cells here are kept clean. Beds are provided in every cell. Food 3 times a day.
That is good to hear. Then can I change my boon to another thing?
I will think about that.
I would like her to have access to books.
You have piqued my interest. I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Shy Purple Tiefling. Do you have any favors?
She kind of just looks at the ground and looks kind of back at her, just like at like a side glance, not even like a full-on look, and just basically is like, "You can't do what I would ask."
Which is to free her, I'm assuming.
And she kind of just looks back at the ground.
Well, if you can think of anything, I guess that you should let me know. Can she understand what I'm saying? And she points towards Raiden.
Mostly, yes.
Oh,
I can't hear you. I can make out what you're saying by how your mouth moves.
very smart one you are. And
Thanks.
what would you have?
I don't know. Don't have anybody with my family is dead to me. My one friend. Money. And that's about it.
Very well. I will also see what I can do there. Now, the Grand Marshal has requested to speak to the leader of your group, if you will. Not all of you have to show up. She kind of winks at Devin. My friend should be here shortly. He was already on his way, which is very helpful. I believe that there was a meeting that was going to happen with several of the city healers. So he is currently escorting one of those here. So if you don't mind waiting here, he will be here shortly. Little friend, you wanted to ask me something in private.
It doesn't need to be in private, and in fact, it's two things, if you would be so kind.
I will hear them.
The first, I was wondering if you could find a way to send some coin to the priest who revived Ryan.
Oh,
He was very kind, and we did not have the money to pay him for his services and the items used.
that can be arranged.
And second, I know Rook is too selfless to ask, but have you heard any news of the High King of Haravine by any chance?
No, what of him?
Any rumors? I had heard one that he was dead.
I'm sorry?
It's one of the things I first heard after getting here.
Rumors would
And
get
I
you
am a
every-
warden in his service, so
Oh,
I was concerned.
I can see why your need to go home was so great. However, I have not heard any of these rumors. And I believe we've been in contact with him recently, so I'm not sure where you have gotten that information.
Good, I am glad to be wrong.
We do a lot of trade with the Haravine province. They're very helpful, albeit stubborn people.
That must sound familiar. I kind of smile at her.
Mrs. Ryan, did you want me to put that word in with Lily?
Yes, please.
Very well. So what you will do is, if I will let you know if she wants to summon you there, or if she will come here. So I guess I will be in touch. You all did a great thing for this city. It is greatly appreciated, and like I said, I care very much about some of the people up top. The city may not
We
seem...
appreciate
Oh, I'm sorry, dear, go ahead.
we appreciate very much the favors that you've called for us. What do you desire in return?
She kind of sighs. For you to figure out what's going on. It's been several months. And he's only gotten worse. And like I said, he may be a little naive at times, but he is kind. I would not be in the position that I am in without Lady Kayla, but he is the one that approved my study with her. He is also the one that created the trade between the Haravine province. He is currently working on the Morroin province. The Morroin... It's not province. My apologies, guys. Domain. It's domain. He does great work.
You know, Ro kind of chimes in a bit, talking about, the sick king and whatnot. There is someone who could at least check on him and look at him. But unfortunately, you have her locked behind a cell.
I am aware. I have spoken with her. I was the one who escorted her. She's
Should let
very...
her try, at least.
I will do what I can.
That would be my favor, if you wanted one from me.
I will do what I can. As far as we'd like to keep things, people like to do their jobs as well. So I apologize if the city has not seemed very welcoming, but everyone is on edge. This is a very serious matter that we would like to see finished. You seem troubled, dear. She looks to Devon.
I'm fine.
Very well. If that is all, they are still accumulating some sort of a reward for you guys. I'm not sure how far along that is. I'm not in the deciding process. But please, I did not do these for nothing. You could all be something great. You just need the direction to get there. Also, in another case, in case you need to go anywhere, you may speak with me, or speak through me, if you will. I will see that transportation happens. Any more questions?
I have one.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know a good leather worker that could potentially repair?
Oh, I do. She's in Cogswell if you want to look for her. I'm burping while I'm DMing. This is a great time. Penny. Look for Penny. The store's name is literally Penny's Coppers. Have fun.
That's clever. I like that.
So, if that is all that you guys have for me, I'm going to run off now. I'm a very busy woman. Now, if I find out that these are taken for granted, well, let's just say don't let me find out. And she leaves.
I don't sweat you.
Damn.
It's my specialty, people not finding out. Oh boy.
I turn to the others and I go, did we just get pressed into service in a very charismatic fashion?
I believe that's exactly what that was.
Yes.
I just got fucking
Freaking authoritarians.
2 ways.
I mean, it seems like a job like we'd normally take, but we're just getting paid before we do it.
We also were not offered much of a choice.
Welcome to my life.
We're doing it anyway.
Devin's kind of like bumbling, just like, great, now I got this high elf business, and now I got the girls, and then I got the fucking tiefling, and I'm just what the fuck?
Rosetail curls around her front and she just
Not you, not you.
Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Yes, Noki, we were doing it anyway, but now we have to do it with an anchor of bureaucrats tied to our ankles.
My favorite.
I mean, it kind of sounds like we've just been told to do what we normally would, but she'll try and keep us out of prison.
She seems very efficient, though, because she did all of that in a very short amount of time.
One evening.
Half an evening. Like, it wasn't even a whole evening.
Yeah, not very easily intimidated, but I feel like the efficient one is not the one that we should upset. We
I'm
were
just
gonna do
grateful that her
anyway.
goals are our goals.
I don't trust her, but I'm not going to try and upset her.
This is like the last position I wanted to find myself in.
As you guys are sitting, Kalita, Ryan, you hear outside the door heavy footsteps, which turns into a door closing. A very kind of gruffy voice speaking. It's mostly mumbles.
Can we understand the mumbles?
Recognize the voice?
Rayanne, you kind of do.
I do?
Yes. And it's not until the footsteps get closer to the infirmary door that you guys are given a split second before there's another knock.
Just gonna back myself into a corner.
Yep. Back to that routine. Can I make it?
Stealth check,
Hiding.
please.
God damn it! Got a 7.
Okay.
13.
It's just a full view.
13, 7,
20 total?
20 total.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Not
I think-
a nat, though.
I think as Nolki gets to the door, he's gonna look back. Okay, so Rook and Raiden, you guys are hiding. Okay. Gonna turn back.
I'm just in a corner pulling my hood over my face.
Hey, you were rolling well in the other campaign.
I'm a thief in that one. I'm a scared bard in this one.
Alright. Door's not opening.
Come in.
At which point the door opens, and it's an interesting set of events. Ryan, you can try and avoid it if you would like to. It would be a dexterity saving throw from you. As a
Aw.
loud, just kind of like clink, 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 comes running into the door. The short-looking man with blonde hair just comes running up and engulfs Ryan in a hug, and then after doing so, looks up and just kind of goes.
Wait, is this?
And then another figure steps through the door. Shield, sword, all packed up. Dark hair that's starting to gray and very scruffy kind of looking face. Beard that hasn't been kept in a little while. And you recognize Iklo and Captain Mervis Studi.
Oh my god.
Friends, I hope.
Yeah. I hug Iklo back.
I mean,
If anything, I lightly lift him up.
Oh goodness, have fun with that. He's in plate mail and
I said lightly. I'm not taking him all the way off the ground. Just tiptoes, okay?
Just grabs him and is like, I can show you the.
Ah.
I
Oh,
mean, my
goodness.
strength isn't bad.
No, it's not bad.
Remember, she's our second brick.
But then the captain folds his arms over his chest. Well, I knew it was going to be your folks, but I didn't think it'd be so soon.
I awkwardly wave from the corner.
Yeah.
Kalita is very confused at who these people are and why everyone is hugging.
Which Iklo finally lets go and kind of backs off. Turns to Nolki and waves at him. Turns to Devin, waves enthusiastically there. Turns to Ro and is just kind of like,
We met once.
so, which one of you am I supposed to be training? Of course it's you.
I know, I'm not excited about it either.
Well, are you kidding? I'm excited. Someone of your caliber? And your reputation? It's the chance of a lifetime.
I'm not sure what all else a dusty old man can teach me, but hey.
Oh, bring it on, bitch. And this just kind of demeanor of like the captain has dropped and he looks genuinely excited to actually get to do something, have a decent brawl, if you will.
And not very many people can come into a combat with me and leave it. So
I think
Bro is
Noki's
very
gonna, like,
confused.
Noki from the corner is just gonna be like, what reputation, if I may ask?
Alright. And with that, I will help all of you guys here in a second. However, I need Devin. As
Bye, Devin.
Captain Studi kind of says, begins to leave and just kind of sticks his head back in the room. Well, are you coming?
I'm coming.
Alright. So, we will disappear. You guys can stay in this chat if you want to, but we are going to go to the other one. Do-do.
Be sure to go over and check out our merch page where we have DM burps in a bottle that you can buy.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Look at me go.
I have faith in you.
Every
I can
video.
actually see it now, it looks really good.
All right. Devin, my dear. So you are now following Captain Mervis Studi, someone who had, in the past, told you if he saw you again, it was going to be too soon.
I know. Oh. As we're walking, I try to catch up to him, and I'm like, I still got that. Take good care of it. I don't know why I haven't burned it yet, but I just like to remember you sometimes, I guess.
He seems genuinely confused for a second.
It's the report.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Which I do appreciate, by the way.
I would assume so.
But, I seem to find myself in even more of a pickle than I did with you.
Oh?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, you might want to pull your hood up here.
Yeah.
As you approach the palace gates, a familiar sensation of walking through these gates washes over you. Captain Mervis Studi turns and looks towards the gatekeepers. Reporting in for the meeting. To which the others kind of look and then look at you. And he turns to you and... New hire. In training. I'm supposed to retire here, guys. She's got to know what to do. Do you do anything?
Keep my hood. I keep my face a little bit more down, and I'm just kind of like, like trying to like be polite, but like not act like my usual self, like snapping out of the bravery swag that I usually have when I'm walking. Like it's just like I'm like trying to be a different person, but not trying not to let them see me. And yeah,
Make a deception check.
perfect. This is gonna work out beautifully. Oh, it's a 12 plus 1, so 13.
13.
Yeah.
They look towards you and kind of eye you. One of them says, turns and says, "Bring your head up, soldier. You're representing this kingdom. Head held high."
You're right. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Very well. In which the gate opens enough for the captain and yourself to make your way in. Now, I may not be of a very high ranking here. However, I know of a private jousting quarters that is not being used right now. And he kind of slowly leads you both through the castle into the quarters. It's this rather large, kind of open area that's it's a combination of like a fence and a wall. It's been walled off, basically.
Okay.
And it includes several weapons. There's a small ring in the middle with a fence, shields, different kinds of armor.
Nice. This is a nice little gig.
All right, we're gonna see what you got. And he runs over to the ring, and despite having a shield on his back, he pulls out 2 swords.
Oh, I see you. Devin kind of like shrugs her sword and her shield off of her back, and she's like, "All right, old man, let's see what you got."
As you guys begin kind of circling around the ring, he asks, "So, why the change to a shield? Been wondering that since you passed through."
You know, after my last big battle, I was actually injured. So I try to not get injured.
Fair enough. And I need you to roll initiative.
Whoa, that's actually not garbage. It's still bad. It's a 10.
15 here. So he's gonna go in with his swords, and as he gets closer, he's going to drop them. And he's going to take a couple solid punches at you.
You gonna punch me? What?
That one's gonna hit. Your armor class 20 now, right?
My AC is still 19.
It's still 19? Oh, it says in D&D Beyond that it's 20. It might be because of the champion.
Yeah, that's why I turned it off.
Okay. So
that's why
19.
it's
That's
still
gonna hit
19.
regardless. It's a 23.
Yeah.
All right. So you take that. So you take 5 points of damage.
Ow. Oh. Jeez, old man.
All right. It is your turn.
Like, alright then. I'm going. Since he's a bit too close for me.
You don't know those yet. That is what you're learning now.
Oh, great. Why are you doing this to me, though? It's not cool.
Because it is cool.
I guess I want to try to bash him back with my shield, since he's obviously close enough to, like, punch me.
All right. He has to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, he do.
That is a nat 18 on the die.
That's 16. Okay, hold on. Mine's just a strength roll.
Oh,
right?
yours is a strength roll? Okay.
I thought, like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to, like... You've never made me roll for a shield bash before?
Okay.
So, do you want me to have it be, like, a strength roll? Or, like, like...
Well, you're doing it. It's kind of... I'm thinking of it like a spell where the person that you're trying to shove has to make a DC of some sort. Like a saving
Okay.
throw.
Okay.
But that is a nat 18 on the die.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a saving throw, it's still only an 18. And if it's a regular strength check, it's 16.
Okay.
So,
We'll iron that out. The wrinkles out of that.
yeah.
After
Which,
this
I mean, if
session.
you let me do what I was gonna do. It wouldn't have mattered because he still would have passed.
All right. So he kind of brings his arms up and he takes the shield bash. And he gets pushed a little bit, but stays right where he is. And as you do that, he backs up.
Good. Stay out of my way. Don't get in my face, boy.
And coming around to his turn, he's going to stay right where he is.
I don't like talking just by myself.
Nobody does.
I guess I'm gonna charge at him.
All right. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Alright. Oh. That's a 4.
That's a 4. As you go to charge at him, just kind of like a little bit of a cocky look on your face as you go to charge at him. You hear a clink, 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 clink as you trip over the 2 swords that he had dropped on the ground to charge at him.
You're an ass.
So now you are not prone on the ground. And he was holding his action, so now he's going to come up and he's going to try and slap you in the face. Which he has advantage on.
Because I'm prone.
Because you're prone.
No. The dice are not my friend tonight. Shut up.
I don't think I need advantage because that is a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So you take 10 points of damage.
He's beating me up. And I used all of my hit die.
How you looking there?
Getting beat up by an old man. This is embarrassing. Since this is one of the moments where I wish I would have multi-classed Devin.
He's going to move back away. Could learn a few of these if you wanted. I believe that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I think so. Because right now you're just kind of being very educational.
What? Palace life didn't teach you anything?
I've also only had a sword for a sword and shield for a month.
Better learn how to use them, and better learn how to use them quick.
See, I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
Alright. Well, I see where we're starting. Palace life was too soft for you, wasn't it? And he reaches his hand out to help you up.
And I take it and I stand up. And I'm like, it wasn't exactly comforting, but I spent most of my time on a ship, a boat. Ugh.
You've changed.
Well, yeah. Self-imposed exile will do that to you.
I doubt you're willing to share why you did such a thing. However, I was called here to train you. Train you I will.
Good.
Sword and shield down.
Alright. She kind of she doesn't throw them because she's not a barbarian. She sets them down nicely on the ground. Away. From where they're going to be fighting.
He kind of grabs his 2 swords and he sets them off to the side as well.
That's one thing I was taught, at least. You respect the weapons. For they are an extension of you.
Lesson learned. Now, let's see what you got. Your training begins now, soldier. And that is where we are going to end that narratively, as you spend a good bit of the day just hacking and slashing, learning several things from this man that originally had threatened you.
This guy is cool. Devin's I got an actual friend now. That's cool.
All right. So you can take your little bit now if you would like to, and then join us
I
again.
need to, because she's...
Yep. And then they will do things as well. If you would like to listen, and you can, I don't think there will be any whispers, so you're good to go.
Okay, I am going to jump back in there, though, and then turn off my camera, and I'll be back.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Sure.
You know,
And I'll go get like good fertilizer so you can grow
Hello.
plants in it.
Hello.
This is gonna be great.
We're actually making merch ideas now. So
Oh no.
Hey, DM.
Sorry,
I have-
Dungeon Master.
I have
so
more
good
notes.
though.
I have more notes for the merch ideas than I do for the campaign.
They're great.
I feel that.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Am I made of enchanted dirt?
Oh my god. You guys got her in this, didn't you?
Me?
It was Milky.
It's a logical question.
We need an answer at some point.
Well, you're not getting it now.
I got spaghetti while you were gone, so it's been a good life.
All right. So now it is your guys' turn.
Oh dear.
Dun, dun, dun.
Devin has now walked away with only 3 of you recognize the man as she just follows him out the door.
I feel like I owe him my life because he helped me run away.
And you are left with the smiling, blonde, short man that is Iklo.
Last time I saw you, you were dying. How are you? Good.
He turns to
Is
Ryan.
Iklo like a halfling or human or?
He's human,
like,
he's
really
just short.
He's not like Null Keyshore.
It's not like out of the way, peck and like kick him.
No. Goes and he just kind of sighs for a second, pulls out his journal, goes to Ryan and kind of stands next to her, starts writing. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know.
Dying.
Life, death, life.
We're here. We found some lovely stuff. There's bad drow here too.
Tell me
I
about it.
died.
And he goes and he
I'm
starts
back now.
furiously scribbling into his notebook. It's just basically the big bold letters of what the fuck?
It was an
WTF,
accident.
mate.
It was an accident. No big deal. I'm back. There's a nice lady that's seems to be helping us at this point.
Goes back to the notebook. Who?
Sorayla, I believe her name was.
You touched her? Okay. Maybe.
And Am I missing anything?
Points to the
Like I'm
rest of the
missing
group.
something.
Oh yeah.
Guys, this is Ikla.
He doesn't talk,
I,
in case you didn't notice.
I nod at him.
This is a very important question I just realized. When he's writing, does he mouth the words?
Hit or miss.
Oh.
Not always.
Gotcha.
This is kind of something he's always had, kind of thing. So he's not always saying anything. Kind of points at Raiden.
It'd be fun. Oh boy. I wave at him.
That's Raiden.
Points over to the half elf.
My name is Rook. I'm a ranger from the Haravine province. A warden in service of the king.
Goes
I
back
think he
to
likes
external. Starts writing. Literally says, I like these folks.
Called it.
Do you know Kalina? Kalina, Ikla, Kalina. There's probably
Yes,
loads
I'm-
of cleric-y stuff you can talk about.
Yes, I'm Kalita, follower of Kelimvor.
Oh, you're gonna.
And what is your name again?
Ikla.
Ikla?
Do you want to know how to spell that really quick?
Actually, yes.
IKLO.
I guessed it right.
Nice. I did not spell it right when I wrote it the first time.
I had so many C's.
What did I have?
Oh, then
I almost
one.
said I almost said ICKLO, and I was like, ick.
It would have been close.
Iklo, the smaller, lesser-known brother of Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop, just chat them.
I got it. See, that's funny because
I love the like niche jokes that just one person, and it's always a different person in the group gets.
That's how you find your people.
Anyway, what are you guys doing here, Ikla? Yeah.
Starts writing. Followed the captain, called here for cleric meeting.
Cleric?
Do I know about this cleric meeting?
No.
That kind of catches my attention. What cleric meeting?
He starts writing again. Followers of Istus.
What do I know about Istus?
Religion check, please.
Or did my 19 plus
Oh, goodness.
21.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so first off, you know that he is the god of fate and destiny.
What'd you say his name was? Istus?
Yeah.
God of fate and destiny. I like those things.
Oh no, did I get the gender wrong? I always do that. It's a she.
Goddess.
Yeah, because I'm smart. A neutral deity.
Interesting. So, is she very popular in this region?
Make a history check.
Oh,
Make all the checks.
What is the name of the goddess?
Istis?
it's
Istis?
this. 13.
13? From what you remember of running around Port Nevis itself, don't really remember there being a temple there for this goddess.
But popular enough for there to be a cleric meeting.
Oh, and I mean, warlock, cleric, paladin of just about any deity can exist. At least in my world. Don't at me. I'm looking at my other DMs.
Your world? It's like, your world's the only
Your
world
world,
I
your
know.
rules, man.
They have gods in idea, and it gets too complicated.
I'll draw the line if I have to fight Thor or something.
I think Devin's back.
Can that happen? That would be really cool.
Oh,
That's when I'm
goodness.
gonna throw the DM book at you and be like, yeah.
I mean, if we've got to kill a god, we've got to kill a god.
Alright, so you guys have a conversation with Iklo, and eventually Iklo writes in his journal saying, I've got to go. Nice meeting you. And he just waves and walks out the door.
I'm like, it's good to see another cleric every once in a while.
What you guys doing?
How's your endeavor, Devin?
Devin's not back yet.
Okay, never mind.
Just like me.
Cool.
So, like, are we allowed to
Not by himself?
leave here?
You don't know.
That's what I was. Milky saying that to the group.
It sounded
He
like
didn't
it.
quite.
Didn't she say something about if we wanted to go somewhere, we had to ask her or speak through her or something?
Yeah.
Go with her, or speak to her.
I'd like to get my armor repaired if we can.
Well, there's a window right there.
And I don't think the door's locked anymore.
I don't think we're stuck in here.
No,
I'm
and
just saying there.
you guys are starting to reach about mid-morning. Because Sorella came in early morning.
I ate the cake.
I think we're free to leave.
There was cake?
We should do
They
this.
wouldn't-
Sweet pastry.
Did we eat the food?
I don't know, did you guys?
I ate it.
That's why Devin
I
wrote
feel
so
like
tight.
Kalina would.
Eat breakfast.
Yeah, if there's food in here, I'm feeding myself and the wolf.
However,
As we're talking to Iklo, I'm just like eating.
Did I have a short or long rest, by the way? Was it just short?
you ended up probably a long rest, actually. You probably ended up with a long rest. However, all of you who went on the nightly adventure, you suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
How many points was that? Was it 1 point of exhaustion or two?
One.
One? Just the
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Not two? Okay.
Just one.
I mean, if you want
If
to.
you want to, you can have two.
I mean, Rook was like being very active that night. I think maybe two would be.
So, level 1 exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, my
With
penalty
my
is now a
dice
minus
today, I
one.
really do anyway. So.
Yes, so you just have a -1 to your rolls, Ryan. Whereas Ro, Raiden, Rook, all of my R's Except Ryan.
There are a
So
lot
if
of
you
ours in
get-
this.
If you get exhaustion, if you have so much exhaustion, does that like?
All right.
Oh, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
answering my own question.
First level exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks. These all stack, by the way.
You can die.
Yep. Once you hit 6
I mean-
points of exhaustion, it just results in death.
Like
What?
just falling unconscious type of thing, not like dead.
I believe
I mean,
you
if
die.
you go too long without sleep in real life, I mean, your body just decides you're done.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like at
Yeah.
some point you would just pass out. You wouldn't like
Die.
Well, when you
die.
sleep, like the entirety of your body functions take a rest. So, like, I feel like what would happen is like you'd have like a heart attack or something,
Yeah, you die.
That's fair.
and
I
you would
guess.
die.
I feel like the rule in the book is more addressing the fact that if somebody somehow found a way to keep you awake with like a stimulant or torture or whatever, like how long do you go before you'll just die from being awake that long? Because yeah, I mean, if it were just like you're walking along and decided not to sleep, eventually you're gonna fall over in the woods and nap.
I feel like it is malleable to the DM, but
Mhm.
So you have to have a long rest to get rid of exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay.
In
I mean-
this particular case, with certain people, how we are playing this is exhaustion you will gain if you do not rest. Even short rest, you're fine. I will allow a short rest to not give you a point of exhaustion. However, you guys have been up all day.
Yeah.
For a little over 24 hours now.
That's fair.
At me. This is my campaign.
She's
Don't like it,
back.
leave.
I'm sorry, I'm used to first edition.
I could go for a nap.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, to
Let's
be
do
fair,
it.
I feel like Noki didn't sleep either. Like,
He was screaming all night.
Intermittent short rests. So I am tired. Yeah, I'll go for a nap. I think Noki's actually gonna say, I could go for a nap and just pull out take out his cloak and just lay down on the ground, to the right of the door as you go in.
It's in the infirmary. There's a bunch of beds you can use.
I guess
It's too late. He's
Good.
out.
It's too late.
I was gonna say I guess we could rest while you go repair your you guys can go out and she can repair her armor and stuff.
Is there a hearth in this room?
Isn't there? I forgot.
that's like what every infirmary needs, just a good old fireplace.
Yeah, I believe it does.
I would think so.
Breathe in the smoke as you're sick.
Oh, you have pneumonia? Here you go. Have some ash.
No, but it does. It does.
That's
I
cool.
would
Though.
keep warm in the winter. It's probably not on right now because I don't think it was on earlier.
So
On.
if there's a just click it on. It's a
Turn on the
natural
fire.
day.
Got a button. It's one of those electrical buttons that just.
You have to cast shocking grasp to start it.
Oh my gosh.
It's a heart with a little gnome sorcerer constantly just it.
Are there logs of firewood in a little bin alongside the fireplace? Okay, I'm gonna start a fire
Okay.
in the middle of the floor. No, over in the
I
fireplace.
was about to say.
Yeah.
Right here.
Make
And-
a survival check.
Heck yeah.
Oh dear, I have to.
I just messed up your layout. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna
I'm
go
back.
through and fix it.
Mm,
I was stuffing my gullet.
you said survival?
Yep.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Very easy to get this fire going.
Once I have it going, I lay out my bedroll in front of it, and I lay Sarandir on my bedroll, and then I lay myself on Sarandir
Okay.
and have a nap.
That's a power move.
Like on top or leaning up against?
Leaning up against. He's not yeah.
Just flopping over the
Perches
dog.
on the
He's-
yeah.
He's big, but I think if I lay down him, he'd be like, seriously? Like, really?
I was gonna
I can
say
put your whole head in my mouth and you're just going to lay on me? Like,
He's your BFF.
with my newfound facts about myself, I'm going to curl up like a cat in front of the fire and sleep. I'm so happy that that's how tieflings sleep.
Jeez. All right.
she starts purring, and Rook finds it very relaxing.
Oh dear.
This is amazing.
If Ryan needs to go get her armor healed, I can go with her because I got rested already.
All right.
Raiden is going to prop herself up in one of the infirmary beds closer to the fire and do her trance
Okay.
for the 4 hours or however long she has.
I think it's 4 hours. Well, it depends. Are my other people taking a short rest or a long rest?
Oh, long rest.
A long rest for me is 4 hours.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out what everybody else is doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
I'll do a short rest.
Okay.
And my phone died, so I can't see chat anymore.
All right. So, Ryan, Kalita, you guys are going to get the repair done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody going with them?
We got like 4 people asleep.
Okay, so I'm asking
think it's
Nolki. I'm asking Nolki if you're going with them.
Oh no, I'm already out. I'm asleep. I'm going for a long
Yeah, he's
nap.
on the floor. Remember?
Oh, okay. All right. So, Kalita and Ryan, you guys start to make your way just in the general of Cogswell district from where you guys were the other day. It's still busy as ever outside. People moving to and from. Make investigation checks, please.
Well, they're
Which
in the room,
dice?
yes.
Which
It's only
dice?
25 total.
Okay, 25 total. What dice?
The green one.
Okay. Kalita?
8.
8? Alright. So as you guys are wandering through, Kalita, you kind of get distracted as you're walking.
The architecture.
But Rayanne very quickly is just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's this way. And just happens to be correct. And you guys are able to come up on this shop with Penny's Copper written on the outside.
Guess we gotta open the door to go enter.
Okay. So you open it up and you're met with the smell of leather, leatherworking supplies, polish. And you see a human woman working on the inside. It kind of looks like she's working on what could possibly be a saddle. She turns to you guys. Oh, hello.
Hi. I was wondering if maybe I could get my armor repaired. I have a large slash in the back part here.
She kind of, come here, dear.
I come closer then.
Okay. You get closer, and she kind of turns you to be able to look at the gash. Ooh, this will take a bit to repair it, but I'm sure I could do that. Unless you're willing to part with it, could sell you a new set.
How much would it be?
What kind of armor are you wearing again? My apologies. Light armor or medium?
That's a good question. Light. It's light armor.
Light? And it's just regular leather armor?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Well, it would be 10 gold pieces for the new set. I would have to calculate how much it's going to cost to repair this. However, if you're willing to do a trade-in, I could always use some extra materials.
I could probably trade in.
Okay. In that case, the new leather armor would cost, let's say 7 gold pieces instead.
Is it okay that there's a few herb stains?
She kind of goes to look through them. Which herbs are they?
They're just the random herbs that I have in the pockets.
Okay. I believe I can work with that. That should be okay.
Okay, I think I can do the trade-in thing then.
Very well. And she kind of goes to a set that she has set up, and she starts grabbing it and setting it down and bringing it with her. You gotta take off your leather armor, trade it with her.
Just strip. I mean, I'm wearing scales. I have scales, so...
I mean, you probably have, like, clothes underneath
True.
the leather
True.
armor.
Very
Yeah.
Layers. Yeah.
Because I don't,
Okay, yeah.
like, for instance, I don't think Kalita is just wearing chainmail
True.
and nothing
True.
else.
Can you imagine just like the clack, clack, clack against the rock?
That'd be fun.
Shapes.
Shapes.
It's 0 still. Like,
Trade has been made.
Okay.
You were able to exchange it. And, so mark 7 gold pieces off.
Oh, I take all my herbs out of the pockets and then I put it in a new outfit.
wait, that's mine.
You're a strange one. And can I do anything for you, dear? Alright.
I'm good.
Thank you, guys. And she goes back to working on what she had been before.
Well, now that we're out and about, did you want to do anything, Kalita?
I have no personal issues to attend to. I am here merely as a servant of Kellenvor, and I frankly wish for the others to awake so we can continue on my mission.
Understandable. And then I walk towards the door to leave. And leave.
Alright.
I probably didn't even take very long either, so they're probably still sleeping.
Probably not.
We stand there like, well, now what?
Now we're probably like the least talking to people. We're like,
Should go to the bazaar and see if there's a carnival.
Is there even a bazaar?
like,
Technically.
There's the area out in front of the city hall.
There's Kitty.
Kind of like a meeting square.
like, is there any like in front of City Hall like ours? Oh, I'd be curious to check to see if there's anything new on the bulletin board.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Making your guys' way back to the city hall. Making your way through town, which has only gotten busier since you were in the building. Checking the board, you don't see anything new. They started crossing off some of the names of the people who have been found. There are still... Devin, correct my math if I'm wrong, but it's 3? It's either 2 or 3 that are still missing.
You say we found 7 in the
Oh, I'm
in the
off then, aren't I?
in
It
the
was
room. If we
6
found
in the room, and then there was another 3, so that's 9.
and if you said there were 13 missing, so then there's 4 more.
Okay.
4 more.
Wait, no, because 1 was found in Cogswell, so there's 3 more.
Yep.
Mm.
So, yeah,
3 more.
3 more.
Any specific district or districts?
I would.
Harbor.
I don't think I know.
All 3?
Harbor?
Okay, so everybody that we found was missing from Cogswell and Northside, so it's the other ones from Harbor District.
Okay. And seeing that, I would just turn to Ryan. Like, we have to find those final 3 now.
Probably, but not without everyone else.
Yes, I would not want to walk into another fight. We need as much backup as we can.
Alright, do you guys make your way back into the building?
Take a quick look around just to see what's going on in the area next to the town hall.
Perception check, please.
Use this one. I haven't used this one yet.
That's a good ooh.
Total 19.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice.
So, looking around, gauging the area, just kind of quietly, what can I see from here? It's a busy part. It's where a lot of people come to do some trades. It's kind of like City Hall, and then there's a square kind of out in front of it. And you're... Whoopi, I will hurt you. Whoopi just said Ryan killing it in the chat, so...
Augers. Ooh.
So, people walking to and from, mostly human, as you have gathered from being here quite some time. And then you do see 2 short figures, hood up, similar dresses to the other girls.
Do I see them too, or is that just Ryan?
Well, Ryan looked around.
Did I even get a glimpse of them while they were in that room? The girls?
Probably not. I mean, you...
So it's just like 2 little girls just like, huh, interesting.
Can I look around?
I mean, Ryan could show it to you.
Come play with us, Ryan. Come play with us.
Terrifying.
Yeah. I just like kind of point like, there's like 2 short girls with hoods up over there. Kind of raggedy
Thankfully,
looking
it's
clothes
just
though.
2 girls?
Uh-huh. And I kind of like point in the general direction.
I feel like Khalid, upon seeing them, be like, let's... Like, I feel like she would just try to go talk to them, like, how far away are they? She's just like,
they're a little bit
wants
of a
to
ways. They're a little bit of a ways away, but you'd be able to walk up to them.
okay, I want to walk up to them, and I would call them by name, so Neri and Emma.
Neither turn around.
More of them.
Then it's, hey, and tap one on the shoulder.
The one that you tap on the shoulder kind of jumps and turns and looks at you. Wisps of blonde hair falling down her face.
Blonde. Blonde ain't the same.
The other one turns.
Nope.
And then turns to the other and says, Are you alright? Who are you guys?
Sorry, I thought you were someone else.
And she just kind of grabs the hand of the other and starts walking away.
Well,
Me too, kid. Me too.
Me too, kid.
What do you do?
And I should have known they'd never come out in the open like that. And then I look at Ryan. You don't know who I'm talking about.
not really.
At this point, can I just give her a quick rundown of what had happened?
Yeah. Do you guys stay in the square or head inside?
We're probably walking our way back.
Yeah, just easy pace going back. It's so last night when you were asleep.
All right. Making your way in, getting into the back room, seeing your compatriots where you had left them. Still no Devin yet. You managed to fill Ryan in, making your way through the bag of goodies, snacking on the occasional piece of bread. We are going to take our break here.
Hey, as we go to break, can I give a shout out to somebody that I know is watched earlier and is gonna come back and watch this again?
Sure.
To my revered elder Sonia, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. And we need to get you behind some dice here soon.
All right. I also want to go through and I want to thank Wiki4 for following. And I would also like to thank Swamp Slag for following. I feel like I know who that is. You're a beautiful bitch. We are one away from greatness, you guys.
So close to success.
And with that, we're going to take our break. there we are. Such pretty faces. Such pretty people. Alright.
Not for you.
We're voguing now.
Apparently. So.
I'm always voguing.
So you guys have made your way back. Ryan, you are now filled in on everything that has happened. Before we get started, Coffee Man 71 says, "So Devin, how's that guilt sandwich tasting?"
It's delicious.
What?
Love how the men throw the most feminine poses.
That is great.
I mean, does this not count?
Coffee Man, that's the kind of asshole question I would have asked, so thank you.
Honestly,
I love it.
like
I love it.
last session, all of the guilt Devin would have felt is like taken care of by our sweet DM, so I don't have to do it. This session,
You were
Devin
there.
is over it.
The guilt was alleviated by your nap. That's
Yeah. And the minute Ryan was back, Devin was like, "She mad at me? She mad at me? She mad at me? She's not mad. Okay, she's not mad. Okay, I don't have to feel bad anymore."
We're good.
Coffee Man was part of that raid group as Devin proceeded to kill Ryan.
Alright.
that was just ew, yucky feelings.
It was like a whole
Refreshing that.
episode. It was like half the
Honing it in. You guys have been sleeping for a little while. Ryan, Kalita, do you guys just wait for Devin?
Might as well.
Probably.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, lunchtime passes. Well into the afternoon. You guys eventually awaken from your nap. Sitting in the room. No Devin.
Nolki's
No,
sleep until it's a long rest.
Do I have like any scripture I can read just to pass the time?
Yeah, probably. Or note-taking, journaling.
Journaling.
Ryan, you're journaling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still waiting on Devin? Alright. It's not until early evening that she does eventually make her way back to the infirmary. The sun's setting.
Probably eating dinner.
Nolki's still asleep.
Pretty sure you'd be awake by now.
Yeah.
It's like, what, 8 hours?
Yeah, I feel like
It's
you'd
been
be
over
awake.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I had woken
It's
up.
a long
and I was
rest.
like playing my lute at this point.
You're gonna sleep
Big
as long as
long
a long
rest.
rest.
So Devin does eventually come through the door. Closes it behind her.
Man. What did y'all do today?
Got my armor fixed.
Sleep.
Nice.
Sleep.
Nice.
So Devin has turned around and is speaking to all of you, and she's got like a couple bruises on her face. She's got a nice old shiner here. Her nose looks like it had been bleeding at some point.
Who am I killing?
She looks really tired. She's got a bandage around one of her arms.
Again. Who
Do you need
am
to
I
be healed?
killing?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Loki just starts
Studi,
crackling at who are we killing.
calm down. Calm down. Studi was teaching me some new maneuvers. That's all. Literally.
Have you been learning them?
Yes. I wouldn't have this if
Well,
I
that
didn't
whole thing
learn
just froze up, didn't
something.
it?
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh
We
boy.
lost Rick.
Oh no, there he goes.
One a
He's
session.
out.
Oh no.
We're doing so good.
No, we made it all the way to the break without something.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
there he is.
on
He's
that
back.
There we
He's
go.
back. Rook, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
No.
He's gone.
I thought we were
God.
friends.
I think
So
I
while
think
he's
that's the
doing that,
proper response to Milky asking
so
you
while we're
something.
doing that, there he
No.
goes.
Hello.
While he's loading back in,
There he is.
there is a question for Kalia. Cleric of what?
Oh, I'm a grave cleric, and I worship Kellavor, so I basically protect the balance between the living and the dead.
Awesome. All right.
Like the great god Anubis. Sorry, you guys, like, everything just went, and you guys literally just stopped, and I was like, shit, I'm in the Matrix again. So I just,
All right. So, Rook, how much of that did you hear?
the last I heard was that Devin was explaining that she had, some training, and it's okay. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Wanted
that's
to
like
talk
the
with
bit.
him, though.
I learned some maneuvers. I mean, you should see him. Like that old guy.
Yeah.
That old guy. I mean, not gonna lie. He had me against the ropes there for a minute, but as soon as as soon as he taught me that, that's the end of it for him.
She just gets her head and is like, goodness.
Fighting is an art form.
It is.
I know,
can just
no,
picture
the
delicate dance.
where he's like,
Falcone.
There's a reason why they call it dancing. Let's dance. It's an art.
oh boy.
And like as she's talking and explaining everything, I can I picture it as like she's starting to like take off her armor because she's so tired and like getting ready to just pass out. So as soon as she
Not
gets
another
close
one.
enough, to the bed, she's like, "You guys, this was a great day. I hope you guys didn't wait around all day without me." And she passes out and snoozing.
So Diego licks her face. No.
If you send that hellhound over to me again,
Be careful with the harsh speech there, bud.
Alright, so Devin has arrived, freaked you guys out, told you guys it was fine, and then passed out on one of the beds.
I mean,
she's been
this
fighting
isn't-
all morning, okay? Listen, she's been fighting all day.
to reassure
So-
the party, I'm like, this isn't out of the ordinary.
Literally, like 2 seconds into the fight, she got her ass handed to her and knocked back down on the ground. All right, not even lying. So she was done after 2 minutes. Like, she's tired.
I just start playing softly on my lute, hoping it'll help her stay asleep more, even though she sleeps like a rock, but I'm trying to be nice.
The sooner she goes to deep sleep, the less she has to rest, and the sooner we can get to business.
She's over there, like, killing me softly with his long sword. No, I'm gonna go stoke the fire and put more logs in so that it stays warm in here for.
Should we go try and find the other missing people? Come get Devin if we need.
I mean, I'm kind of tired now.
You guys wasted a whole day. You wasted a whole day waiting around for Devin in the infirmary, even when all of you were awake. Like,
Just practicing.
We didn't know what to do. We wanted to make sure we had everybody before we did anything.
I think what was her name? The socialist. She was right. We need guidance. We're like, what do we do?
well, now what?
So what are you guys doing?
Yet again, what do we do?
Chilling, hanging out, relaxing.
Not gonna lie, a light version of Through the Fire and the Flames would definitely put Devin like right to sleep. Like that is her jam.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh dear.
On a lyre, just.
Part of me wants to do a really in character thing, but then it's like we're splitting the party again. So I think Brooke might just hang out, wait for Devin.
I mean, while she's
Altogether
sleeping,
small.
I guess I could sleep too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Nolky's still asleep.
Yeah,
thought he woke
apparently
up.
No, really, he didn't wake up.
Is he
I didn't wake
okay?
up. I'm asleep.
We just said you
I
were going to
mean-
sleep until it was a long rest, and what they did was only a short rest.
Okay, still sleeping.
Have we been awake that if we try to go back to sleep, we're not going to get the benefits of a long rest, or is it like under an hour, or how does
No,
that
if
work?
you try to go back to sleep, I'll let you guys do a long rest.
Todd,
Huh?
oh, sleep for.
Oh, yours is probably already a long rest.
Yeah, it was like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets 4 hours, and I wasn't thinking of that.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever's like in charge of the infirmary is just like, are they still there?
Still there.
I don't think this is like
Are
the
we gonna
infirmary
go?
anymore. This is like our apartment.
It's like these
We live here now.
squatters.
Our space now.
To be fair, Noki's not sure we're allowed to leave.
We left and came back.
Rook is still like, there's a window.
And then it probably wouldn't help Noki like when he wakes up to see that Devin is back and completely beaten the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just reaffirms like
Like,
don't go outside.
She left and they beat her within an inch of her life and sent her back in the show.
This happens. You should
This is
to leave.
We sure this isn't a prison?
It's a gilded cage.
Wouldn't
Can I
it
put
I'll
Loki
probably
out?
get new armor.
Can I put Nolki outside the door in the hallway and then just shut the door behind him and lock it so that he has to worry about getting his ass kicked?
Oh my god.
I will sleep through that. Yes. I think that happens. I'm just outside
Uh-oh.
in front of the door, asleep.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Can I do that seriously? What do I have to roll to not wake him up?
No, I'm out. I'm out like a light.
Uh-oh.
You guys are such heavy sleepers.
All right, are we taking a long rest?
I'm
Devin
taking a
would
long
like
rest.
to, so I don't know what they're doing.
After I put him outside the door like an unwanted baby, then I come back in and finish my long rest.
All I see is like when I think of that, I imagine like Rook just like night night diaper baby. Like, he closes the door.
Like finds a basket to put him in.
Oh my god.
This is I'm just like asleep in front of the door. And Rook, do you put me facing the door or away from the door?
Oh, like away from the door. The first thing you see is a hallway, and you have no idea where you are. So it's
Gotcha. We spent too much time on this, Dylan. It's happening.
A makeshift note that says, "Don't let him touch me."
yeah, like
His name is
like
Nolki. He likes dirt. And that's it.
he likes dirt. Don't
Make
get him
sure
wet.
He finds a good family.
Don't get him wet. Don't feed him after midnight. Like, you know.
The gremlin.
In search of a good home.
Oh,
But no, I want to put him in the hallway, like facing away from the door, so the first thing he sees is, a foreign environment. He's terrified. And then I'm going to go in and lay down with Sarandir by the fire, like stoke it back up so that we all stay warm, and then finish my long rest so that tonight, if we all wake up somewhat around the same time, then we can go cause some mayhem.
yeah, I'm just curled back up on the floor.
So, Dylan, that means that if anything happens in the hall that would potentially wake me up, you gotta let me know while they're sleeping.
Oh dear.
Our sentry is sleeping halfling? What?
Alright.
Gnomes
All
aren't that
right.
common.
Alright. Bringing it back in.
I think
All
this
of
is
you
great.
guys huddled up in various forms of sleep. You all do manage to get a long rest out of this. Ryan is very excited.
I no longer have that last penalty. Yay. I don't have a penalty to anything anymore. Thank goodness.
Except for things we already had a penalty to.
And come morning, Nolki, you kind of stretch out a little bit, get ready to wake up. And as soon as you open your eyes, you're met with a familiar elven woman's face laying on the ground right next to you, just in your personal business, like right up against. So, fancy meeting you here. Why are you on the floor?
No, he's not getting up. He's just gonna so I am.
Why?
Milky's gonna just looking up, trying to recall. It's I really can't say.
So Rayla, dear, is this the one that I'm supposed to be helping out? Sorry. No, actually, this is just one of her friends. And she slowly gets up and reveals behind her a half-elven woman with long, dark hair that comes well down past her waist. She's wearing beautiful robes that have a very earthy sense to them. She's carrying a staff with her. She's a little necklace around her neck.
I think Milky would like to push up off the ground real quick downside and go, I'm Milky, nice to meet you, and shake her hand.
I don't know any of this is going on.
No one can stop him.
Unattended.
Oh no!
The door cracked open and a purple hand.
Just like, get back in here.
No, you can stop this.
I'm just in the room and all of a sudden I bolt upright and I'm like, something's wrong. I don't actually do that, but I wish that I did.
Alright. Hello, Noki. She goes and reaches her hand up to shake yours.
I shake her hand.
Thank God.
Always do the unexpected.
To which Sorayla just kind of, so, can we go in?
I believe they're sleeping.
Oh, that's kind of the unfortunate part, because I'm here for your friend. You know, the one that I said I would call, Lily for.
Oh, certainly, right this way. And Milky's just gonna open the door. And
Door's
as you walk
locked.
in, excuse me 1 second. I don't know if they're awake or not, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna say, excuse me 1 second. I'm gonna turn and then I'm just gonna thunderclap, but making sure not to hit them. So I'm just making a loud, thunderous sound outside the door. That will not harm them because of spell sculpting.
No.
I thought we decided that stuff like that. Okay, I mean there is a loud sound, so some of you awakened, more specifically Raya and Kalita, with your perceptions. Your passive.
I like that.
The rest of you probably do, except for
I'm not breaking
Raiden.
the door. I'm just making the loud noise.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
So I'm saying that they hear this, Raiden, you don't hear it, but you probably see the others jolt awake.
I guess
Raiden
I
full of the sound through the floor.
Yeah, she would feel the vibration.
I don't think I'm sitting here barefoot though, and I don't know how big of a clap that is.
Can be heard up to 100 feet away.
So,
Okay, I
good morning,
probably felt
everyone.
that.
good morning.
Like, Devin, like, no lie, like, straight up out of bed. Like,
I
what
think
the fuck is going on?
Loki's gonna turn back on. They should be up soon.
I go and I get up and go.
No,
open the
like,
door.
you're here. No, Devin
it's-
physically goes, she, like, yells, like, what the fuck?
Raiden's gonna grab a dagger and run to the door.
I'm already at the door opening it, so like, hello.
Well, now so am I.
Hello?
Ryan, someone's here to see you.
I'm just gonna say that Ro, who is traumatized by this due to previous endeavors in her life, bolts up as fast as she can, and not even on 2 feet because she doesn't even have time to stand, just like 4 legs it across the room into a corner and just pulls her hood over her face.
That is like the most cat-like thing to do.
Just like zoom.
Roll a stealth
I
check!
zoom my ass across the
Roll a stealth check!
floor into a corner. And I'm just like this.
So this is all happening, and all I want is nuzzle his face deeper into Sarandir's belly and smile really broadly in his teeth.
Yeah. So as Ryan opens the door, Ryan, someone is here to see you, and then I'm going to
Bro.
step back.
Roll a
gesture behind
stealth
me.
check with disadvantage.
I'm still not looking. I don't even care who's there right now.
You're rolling a stealth check.
Me?
Yes, you.
I'm not trying. Okay.
We need Ro to hit these stealth checks.
Fucking 22.
I
She
said
gets
at
the one that
disadvantage.
No.
With dis.
Okay, 9.
Wait, no, didn't you get a long rest? So why would it be disadvantage now?
Because she gets
It's unexpected.
Situation.
I
Situation.
literally freaked the fuck out because of trauma. Try to hide it does not work.
This is a reflex. This is a
I'm
reflex. For her.
Literally hiding in my hood. I'm not hiding very well.
All right.
9 is accurate.
Ryan, someone's here to see you. Take a step back and just back, like Ryan can't just immediately see that there's 2 people above me.
I'm just looking down.
I step aside like it matters.
He moves out of the way to show you who's behind him. Like, these are my friends.
Like
my
it,
pals.
it definitely matters. You definitely couldn't see them over me, but here we are.
I fully open the door. And we're like, oh, hello.
I do want to know what their reactions to this is.
Sorayla's just kind of sitting there, like, eye twitching. She's very upset she's not the one causing havoc. Meanwhile, the other one is just sitting there.
I'm still hiding.
Do I get these like?
Sorayla, darling, I love you. But do I really need to teach this one?
No. Just Noki hears this. So it's gonna be like Noki. Oh no, you're not teaching me.
Thank the gods.
Well, that's a little rude. And then Noki's gonna walk out and off.
Like, walk into the room or, like, walk down the hallway?
Noki's gonna start like he starts walking out, like, past her, gets, like, right past her and goes, hang on, I'm not allowed out here. Turns around and walks back into the room, like, tapping her twice.
Oh my god.
She just kind of does one of these.
I can see how hard Dylan is trying to like stay in character.
He's gonna stop at the door and turn back. Wait, am I allowed out of here? And it's gonna turn towards Sorella and like point towards the room. Like, am I allowed out of here?
Noki, just get in here.
I want an answer to this. And then, without waiting for an answer, Noki's going to walk inside the room.
Okay. Like I said before, do I really have to do this? And Sorella is just sitting. I mean, you don't, but I was really hoping you would help these folks. I mean, they might be able to help with his situation. To which the obviously older woman, despite being half elven, just kind of lets out a really deep sigh and gestures for Sorella to walk in and follows her in.
I just like step aside so they can enter properly.
Alright. So which one of you is the druid?
That'd be me. Hi, I'm Ryan.
She kind of looks up. Ryan, where are you from?
A little village called Ashenshuggle.
Ashenshuggle, very well. How much experience do you have with the Circle of the Forest? Wonderful answer. Great, this will be a lot of fun.
I kind of peek out of my hood, still terrified, but like, are you talking shit?
Devin's just like putting on her armor right now, like half
I heard
asleep.
you.
Like she's just going about her day completely oblivious to the shit talking old lady, and just like, I swear I could never get a decent night's sleep around these people for sure. And now Noki's.
And the rest of them, do they have to come as well?
I don't want to go where you're going.
If you need help, I'd love to.
Which Sorella kind of steps in and says, so, unfortunately, these folks come as a package deal. Well, except maybe for that one. And she looks at Devin. She kind of
try to draw the line around magic shit. So.
Magic shit. Well, you're on my good side.
I'm cranky.
So to be clear, you do have a good side.
I do have a good side. None of you happen to be on it right now, except the ones of you who are being quiet.
Hey!
Are you terribly great at wild shape?
I've only had a chance to try it once, so I apologize.
Well, you'll fit right in then. I have been looking in need of some help in the Aphalia Forest, which is where we keep our camp. It's a little further west of Tristan. I'd be willing to trade some lessons in exchange for some assistance.
What do you need assistance with?
We've had a few invasions recently. A couple
what?
of our druids have gone missing.
Any traces left behind?
A few. Not much,
You think they've been-
unfortunately. And that's saying something coming from someone such as myself.
Do you think they've been taken? And if so, by what?
Unfortunately, I do not have the answer for the by what, but I do believe they have been taken. Druid under my study are of a decent caliber and of a relatively high demand.
All right then. And Rook stands up, grabs his cloak, starts putting it on, and looks to Sarandir and goes, "Little brother, it's time to go to work." He walks over like he's ready to go with her. Walks out.
I already have my staff, so I'm just like, oh.
Well,
I have awkwardly joined the party, but from a distance.
I will admit I was mostly only looking for the other druid.
Well, he's really good at tracking. If anybody can find him, he can. And like, we're a good team.
Are you? Because I hear you need help instead. And she kind of looks pointingly at Sorayla, and Sorayla just kind of goes, I did not say that.
She said we needed guidance because we're unguided?
To which Lily just kind of rolls her eyes. So, I take it you folks want to come with me then?
If you take one, you take us all.
Very well. I hope you are ready for travel.
That's what I do best.
Whatever gets me out of this stinking city. Back into the wild.
I must first pray about this because I was sent here to this city and I have not yet received confirmation that my work here is done.
Actually,
Because there's still missing people here.
I was also going to say before we leave, I do want to try to talk to Shinstrap. I feel like it'd be weird if we just left and didn't say anything.
Peace out. Enjoy your jail cell.
I mean, I'm sure our lovely ambassador would relay the message of what we're doing.
That's true.
I don't.
Yes, I would. I actually asked her if it was okay. She did not seem to mind.
This is called railroading.
I want to make an inside check on her.
Roll an insight check.
At this point, has picked up bits and pieces of the conversation
12.
as it has gone on.
12. You're a little untrustworthy of her. It's hard to gather whether or not she's telling the truth or if she's lying.
If I may, I'd like to tell her myself and get her opinion.
I wish I could get you guys in the castle. I really do. The only exception that we've made so far is for Mervith, but I mean, that was all Mervith. That's what he wanted to do. I actually am still completely unsure how he did it.
You're talking about Studi?
Yep.
Oh, I know how he did it, but I don't think it'll
I can
work
ask
for all
him.
of us.
What?
It won't work for all of us. Like, that was a one-time only thing.
Remind me then, for whatever reason, I can't remember the name of the woman who's been kind of helping us, the High Elf.
Sorayla.
Rook says to her, Sorayla, you have given us your word that she would be cared for. That was the one boon that I asked for, was that she would be cared for and made comfortable and have access to books. And you said you would make sure that happened.
I'm still working on the books. I'm a miracle worker, but unfortunately some things when it comes to people above me take time.
But care and comfort and not mistreated?
She is.
Those you can promise me.
She's in a better holding place than she was in here. She's far more comfortable in her current situation. And
Can I insight check that?
yes.
That sounded invasive.
Over to D&D Beyond, where you can make your own character anytime.
Not sponsored.
Should be sponsored. D&D Beyond, hit us up. No.
So I have 16.
16? She seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. In which case, I kind of scrutinize her as she answers, and then I turn to Ro and I go, if it means anything to you, despite the fact that I probably should not, I feel she has good intentions, and in her defense, Shinstra is not going anywhere for the time being. There are people who need help. If we can help them, perhaps we earn trust and further access to Shinstra at the end of it.
She just kind of sighs because she doesn't want to do what we're all about to do. But there's nothing she can do. And she doesn't say anything.
Lily dear, would you mind if we have a moment? So, you called me all the way here. I did my tethering just to kick me out of the room. Where Soraya just kind of goes, yeah. And Lily steps out for a moment, and she closes the door.
I would like to cast Gust on the door to make it shut
I'm
a little bit
going
faster.
to grab Noki's face. I swear to God.
To which
Noki
Soraya
goes
turns to you
to
guys and
Ro
gets really
is
quiet.
angry, and she will throw down.
Loki goes to say the word and makes the hand motion, and right as he's about to say it, just a hand just
Alright, so here's the deal.
Okay,
you
not
guys.
now.
These disappearances of some of these druid are a very, very big part, I believe, of what is going on. Some of my research has led me to where they are centered. They tend to move around a lot, unfortunately, but what can you do? She's a lovely lady, she's a very smart woman.
Peachy.
Do you think this is related to the drow and the disappearances that are happening of people here?
If it's not related to the drow, then it is I think it's related to the drow, but I feel like it's something else taking advantage of the situation. The more fires that we can quell, the more we can deal with the present situation as well.
And you will find the last people who are missing.
We are going to do our best.
That satisfies Kalita. She's like, okay.
We already have, from what you guys have gathered, a lot of people out looking around different taverns, inns, finding some basements if we can. We have several guard looking for them. We have several scouts. The Grand Marshal himself is participating in the search that is part of why Mervis was already on his way.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one. I think I hear fast. He said something about a meeting when we were going through the gates. What's that about?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 10.
10. That is something that I should not disclose to you folks right now.
Even though Iklo said the same thing.
Is it the clerical meeting?
No. It is not.
Different
I can tell
meeting?
you that it is a different meeting. I can tell you that much.
How many meetings are going on?
Too many.
It's a big
Loki.
time of unrest.
Yeah, I think Loki's just gonna so the king's not doing well, and they're gonna try and figure out the line of succession right now.
I don't like him.
Is that right?
He's growing on me.
Because you got it right?
Is that right?
Loki has read a whole lot of books that involve dying or dead kings. I can tell you that much.
trying to find a new king.
Rook goes, yes, bureaucrats. While they all squabble and bicker, we can actually go into the woods and do some good before we come back and do some more good here.
You
Let's be
just
on our
want an
way.
excuse to go out in the woods.
I would rather be away from this city that sounds like a chamber, smells like a chamber pot, yes.
Devin. Not it.
No,
Okay.
I said the cat.
I was like, that wasn't me.
I heard my name and I looked up and you just had this look on your face. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Oh no.
Devin.
What?
I know this is a very touchy subject for you, but do you think Tlaith is behind this?
The druids?
In general, the druids, all of the weakening points that have been occurring.
The king.
The drow stuff is too sophisticated. They wouldn't go that far. The druids? I can't say.
Well, that's good enough for me. We haven't heard.
But I do know as well that we're not behind the king being sick either.
You do know, for sure.
For sure. I have sources as well.
I'll trust you on this.
Thank you.
We have a lot of people working on this right now, and you folks are praised highly by Studi and Iklo. And word of your travel along the north side beaches has made its way to the kingdom. Though I believe there's more of you now than there were then.
We tend to pick up hitchhikers, it seems.
Ryan, listen to what Lily has to say. She has a short temper.
No
But
kidding.
she is a good teacher. She's a very good teacher. Now, if you guys wish to report back here once you are done, I will keep an eye out for you. Oh, and don't worry. Your drow friend is receiving great company.
Don't let anything happen to her.
The twins very much like her. I doubt anything will happen to her.
Ro gets very
you know about the
irritated by
twins?
that
Are
thought.
you their mom?
Oh, please.
Do you know who their mom is?
I do.
And
Okay.
she's not gonna tell us.
I know he's not gonna
Why
ask.
the secrets?
Did they
No,
tell
he's
you?
not
Did they tell you?
No, unfortunately.
Yes, we just want to know if you have the same answer as we were told by them.
Never mind, I didn't say anything.
If they didn't share it with you, unfortunately, then I should not share it with you, but I will tell you she's a very important woman to me.
Ah, thank you. That clarifies everything.
No, it doesn't. And I know there's a lot of secrets right now, but this kind of information requires a great amount of trust. Right now, I simply want you guys to become better versions of who you are.
Why do you care about that?
Like I said, I feel you folks can help us.
So I believe Aang can save the world.
We were all thinking it. That was good.
Now, I am sensing I have no more information to give you folks, unless you have any other questions.
Thank you so
And then
much.
you answer.
I say nothing.
You've answered
You know-
more than you know.
You know the twins rule, correct?
The twins
Yes.
what?
The twins rule.
That rule.
You ask the small
Refresh my
Refresh
questions.
my memory.
That when they get to the playoffs, that you lose to the Yankees.
You ask the small questions. They tend to provide more answers than the big ones. Now, she is probably very pissed at me outside of that door.
Yeah, thanks for that.
She opens the door and goes, "Thank you, Lily. That was very kind of you." And Lily's just sitting there, arms crossed. "Can I go now?"
I think Milky would like to walk out and do the deep formal bow. Thank you for taking us under your wing, and we hope that we can be of service. Holding the bow.
Follow me. She begins walking.
I'm just gonna say, anytime Milky wants to talk to her, go for it.
Milky after the follow me is gonna look back to the group and just give a big thumbs up.
Yeah, you just keep buttering that biscuit, Nolki. We'll be right here for you when you're done.
So,
Rook turns to Ro and goes, "But this lady was so charming before we kicked her out into the hallway. I don't know what."
Peachy, wasn't she? God. Sorry, I died.
Okay, roll my top saving throw.
all right. So you guys begin to travel.
Sorry.
You take a couple of days to get to the location. Taking turns, switching between watching. You follow a good chunk of the coast. You are through mostly grassland, and then you get to the coast, and you follow that a little ways until you hit a forest. It's a beautiful forest. It's quite dense. It gets more and more condensed as you get further into it. As you are walking through, you kind of... Alright, so follow my finger. Port Nenas. You kind of go this way, hit the coast and follow it, and then you turn this direction. And you're right about here.
Along the way, can I hunt and forage and try to store some food and collect food along the way so they keep us fed and have some reserves set aside?
That is a nature check or survival check?
Sounds like survival to me.
Survival check.
Survival, yeah.
Yeah, survival check.
I'm gonna roll my big heavy metal d20. Ooh. Pardon me while I put my eyes on. 24.
24. Easy enough to do, especially in this part of the forest. And with Lily going with you guys leading the way. You eventually stumble upon a really kind of small looking village, town. Only a couple of buildings, and even then they're they kind of look like they're growing into the ground. There's only a few people moving to and from. There's I think it was 16 people. As you are moving through this small area, it's a very small community. She eventually takes you to one of the buildings. I'm sure you folks aren't comfortable sleeping outside, so we set up one of the buildings for you.
Thanks.
That is much appreciated.
You're welcome. At this point, it is kind of nighttime. You guys are given food, a place to rest.
Okay, so like diplomacy isn't really Rook's strong suit, but would it be offensive if I slept outside anyway? I mean, I've been in a city for days and days. I just want to see the stars for a while.
No.
Honestly, Ro feels that because she travels and she doesn't stay in one spot for very long.
Can you see the stars from like the forest?
I mean, you've been outside traveling for a couple days. Yeah.
I will sleep inside if it keeps everyone happy.
I don't care.
I just
Does
sleep.
Rook say that aloud?
No, I was just thinking it in my head. Whether or not it seems like it would be offensive if I decided to sleep outside with Sarandir anyway.
Loki would say no. In fact, he would encourage you to
Gideon
do
thought it was
but that
kind
might be
of,
selfish.
it sounded kind of snooty and insulting that he was like, well, you guys get to sleep inside because obviously you don't sleep outside, you city boys.
So like, if you're like, actually, I'd like to sleep outside, it might impress the druids.
Yes.
Who can say?
Fuck it. You know what? I am gonna make my own little campfire outside and sleep out there with my wolf.
I'm going
Okay.
with.
Witch. No.
I'm gonna keep giving Sarandir scritches. That's Milky's mission right now.
So I actually take out a bag of like a leather pouch that I have. If I catch something along the way and I'm salting meat, basically a bag of jerky, and I give it to Nolki, and I go, ask him to do his tricks for you, and for each trick he can have one of those.
Milky's just gonna hold it up and go, trick!
To be fair, you didn't tell him what tricks he could do, so I don't know what you were expecting.
I think Rook was waiting for him to go like, sit, lay down, roll over, and he's just like, trick!
Does Sarandir do? What does Sarandir do? I need to know this.
Okay, if Delwyn, may I? Or is it you?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So Sarandir kind of like this at me.
Good boy. And I would like to give him the jerky and scritches.
I love this guy.
Because he gives me side eye. Okay. So I say to Sarandir, just do the various things that we have learned together. You can sit and lay down, roll over, and if a Fey wolf could look at me and go, he would. but then does those things for you. So,
Does it all like 3 in a row?
yeah, like 3-4 of them, and then it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go lay down with my ranger.
Right.
Sleep time.
Sleep time.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan. I need you to roll 6 and then plus tonight, so 7 of those for me, please.
Jesus
Ugh.
Christ. 7? So
Yeah.
I got my.
Can I inside check those
5.
die rolls so I can figure out what they are?
No, you cannot.
Nope.
Okay. First one is a 6.
Alright.
It's not horrible, but not great either. 5.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
3?
I'm scared now.
Yeah, you should be.
Oh my god.
19.
18.
I was gonna say, right.
Nice.
My aunt
Okay.
didn't ask for a countdown. She asked for rolls.
So that was the 19?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one hit the edges. Let's try that again. 20.
Nice.
Was that all of them?
That was only 5. You said 6, right?
Seven
7.
total.
7 total?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do the 2 that did good. Let's go. One of them was yours and one of them was mine. The green one did 20.
There you go.
Good green one.
5.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
That was yours.
Oh,
It's not a nat one.
11.
An 11.
Okay. That 20
Hey.
though.
There you go. Yeah, that 20 means something real important, so we need to go to Whispers.
Bye, guys.
We'll be back.
Bye bye.
no.
Have fun.
Hello, my dear.
Hello.
I cannot believe you rolled a nat 20.
It was my green one.
There you go.
My red one got the 4 though.
Alright.
Because I think it was one of your gray ones and then the blue one, so it was like 5.
So,
No, 6.
you go to sleep that night. Feeling pretty good. You've had a good night of rest the night before. And you go and lay down, begin to drift off, eventually finding sleep. You have a dream. You kind of are placed just in an area that's comfortable to you, whatever it may be. A scene. And a familiar face is there, sitting. Well, hi.
I suppose I look him up and down when I approach him.
Want to sit with me?
I nod and I sit down next.
This is an interesting journey you're going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember, you get to ask a question related to the story, no matter what the question is.
Oh, yeah.
But he will only answer to his best ability,
Mm-hmm.
because even he may not know.
Let's see. Oh, now I have to really think of a good question. Let's
So
see.
you could keep him talking, try and figure things out. So, who's the mean lady?
She's a druid that can teach me, apparently.
That's
And I can learn
amazing.
some more.
I'm proud
Yeah.
of you, Ryan. My little Smoky. One of your companions is not at the top of my list, though.
No?
No. That Kalita. I don't like her.
Is there something wrong with it?
I feel like she wouldn't like me. It's kind of sad.
Mm. Yeah. I suppose with the circumstances, she probably wouldn't know.
No.
I mean, it's good that she doesn't know.
No. But it would be interesting to see her die.
I don't
I
want
wouldn't
her
help
to
her a
die.
whole lot if I were you.
Ryan sits there, probably just thinking what else to say.
He sits with you, humming a little tune. It appears he's carving something in the stream.
I guess I glance down at what he's carving.
Seems to be another flower.
Do you maybe? Is there any possible way that it could be the drow that are related to the druid disappearances, or if it would not be related to the drow?
I don't think it's the drow. At least not this time. They seem to be very focused on the one thing they want to do. I don't see them with small messes like this one. This one's quite interesting, though.
Interesting.
Interesting. I haven't seen much of it yet, but I don't know. And slowly you can feel consciousness coming back to you. Are you leaving again so soon?
Yeah, it's about morning, I bet.
Darn, I thought we'd have more time.
Yeah, we're on the way, still on the way at this point, right? So, yeah.
Oh,
Well, we have to keep going.
it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I miss it just being you and me, Smokey. Maybe we can have that again someday.
Maybe one day. It was nice seeing you. Hold on one sec.
It was nice seeing you.
How far back did I write this? Holy crap. One sec. Oh, yeah. It was good seeing you, Flash.
And with that, you come to consciousness. See your friends, and begin moving forward once more. Alright, we're gonna head back.
Okay, let's go.
Against the wall?
Oh my
You've
god.
got prone attacks. I am excited.
Mhm.
How's
Hello?
it going?
Oh boy.
Ow, ow. I did a bad thing.
Oh boy, that's great to hear.
Happening? Don't hurt yourself. Damn.
I'm trying not to.
Okay, so who did? Wait, I
My
didn't
hips are
catch
dumb.
who was talking. Who did a bad thing?
I did.
That was Shelby.
I did a bad thing.
Okay, I thought it was Ryan who did a bad thing because I wasn't paying
I
attention.
overextended my hip, and now it
Oh,
hurts
no.
real bad.
Ew.
Ooh.
Gross.
Be sure to head over to our merch page where you can download the video of Noki performing the Macarena.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
No. But it should.
That happened?
Says, my time has come.
I paid for my crimes.
Wait, Shelby
Oh
pulled
my
a
God.
hit?
Alright.
I do love that we're big enough to be getting spam now. It's pretty cool.
What?
We got a spam message in
I
chat.
got a bot message.
Oh, I've gotten this so many times. It's a fun time.
This
thought we
is
were
the first
special.
for me. Yeah.
We're so cool. We get
Anyways.
bot messages.
Anyways.
Like, wow.
We've made it, guys.
Brian, what was your last roll? If you happen to remember. I don't think it was
just,
bad.
I think it was 11.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
Whoopi coming in MVP, reporting it.
Yeah.
Haha.
Alright. You guys sleep through the night and awaken back in the morning. Ro looks a little exhausted. Ryan looks a little tired. Oh, goodness. Everyone decides.
Breakfast time?
This is a great time to contact me. Breakfast time.
Yummy!
All
What
right.
do druids eat for breakfast?
Twigs.
Twigs.
Lots of fiber.
Oh shoot! What is that movie? Over the Hedge, where he's like, "I did find some tree bark," and he bites into it, and he's like, "Lots of fiber." Great.
Yep. Great.
Yes.
Oh, that movie brings back so many memories.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Mostly foraged food found in the forest.
Devin just eats food, and so she just starts eating.
Off of a random druid's.
No, she knows better now. She just stuck in a
Like
can.
that.
She's not in a tavern. For some reason, Devin only loses her mind when she's in a tavern. Here she has manners.
Okay.
Nolki's
We
still
get down to
wary.
business.
To defeat the Huns?
Yes,
Oh my
we need to
goodness.
defeat the Hun.
Defeating all the Huns.
I'm just kind of
It's
staring off into space.
the saddest bunch I've ever met.
Oh, be
That's
careful!
true.
Be careful of the copyright
Yeah.
strikes running through, guys.
No, but
Jeez.
that we are the saddest bunch they've ever met. It's probably
We really
true.
are. It's unfortunate.
Probably.
I certainly am.
I feel that.
All right.
Gotta make a man out of you, Noki.
Good luck. All right.
For however many years I've lived, haven't done it. So
As we're eating, I suppose, Ryan pipes up saying, This probably has nothing to do with the drow. It seems a little too far out of their reach. By the way.
You don't think it's the drow?
Nah.
Like,
What do you think it
what
is?
gives you that notion? They're literally everywhere.
I mean, so far all we've seen is the stuff in the cities and the towns and stuff.
Well, there was that cave.
Yeah, but it was near a town and haven't, like,
I guess. It's still a cave. Drow are tricky. I wouldn't necessarily write them off.
should we go to the spot where the last one was taken?
we could do that. See what stuff that they actually found. And talk with the druid
Rook.
lady.
Rook takes note that Ryan is confident about something that we have no evidence for.
Noki also knows it. And it's like, damn, Ryan's gaining some confidence.
That is not what Rook thinks.
Taking some hints from Milky about, I'm right. I'm right. Even though you might not be.
And Kalita's just like, let's just get this over with so I can get back to my real mission.
Real mission, wow.
So I guess what I would do is I would try to find somebody, maybe the person who brought us here, and be like, so where was the last person stolen taken from? Can you bring us to the scene?
Yes, I can. It was his partner, one of his friends. They've been training together for a long time.
Take us there.
Very well. And you guys begin your trek to get there. Making your way through the woods a little bit. Do you guys go stealthily?
Yes.
Sure.
Why the hell not?
I think Noki starts off like
Damn.
just like trouncing through it like, no, shush, Loki.
Alright, stealth checks
24.
from everybody.
Ugh.
24.
But we're gonna go
Oh,
alphabetical
wow,
because that helps me.
That's
Okay.
actually like the best stealth roll I've ever done. Holy shit.
Right?
Alright, Devin,
17.
Damn.
Kalita,
7.
Nulki.
Sorry.
20, not nat.
Okay. Ryan.
I only roll well on things that don't matter.
9.
Okay. Raiden.
22.
Rook.
24.
And Ro.
17.
17 twinsies.
Right.
Yay!
So, making your way stealthily through, you get to a part of the forest, and Lily turns around. Well, this was it. I'm not sure what you'll find that our druids didn't, but I wish you the best.
Can I ask Sarandir to start sniffing around to see if there's anything that he can detect with his sense of smell? And also, I'd like to look for the signs of a scuffle or anything that's been like energetically left behind, if I can, or like whatever I can detect.
I'd like
And
to
do like a tracking. Yeah, investigate and tracking.
Okay.
Is it too
investigate, see.
is it too late for me to detect magic at this point?
No, probably not. You two make your investigation checks, please.
Nat 20.
Which
Damn.
is a total of
26 for
26.
26.
Okay.
That is going to put me at 14.
14? Alright.
Yep.
So, looking around, you send Sarandir off in one direction while you begin to search, looking around. And Nulki, kind of just walking right behind you, kind of looks around a little bit closer to the ground, points off an area. Kind of looks like there's been a bit of a scuffle there. Doesn't look like it's much, though, but it's enough to catch your attention.
Okay.
Can I see where, like, anything like footprints leading away from the scuffle, or
There's some markings. They seem to be pretty well covered. So some tracks, they lead, so direction you guys came, they lead a little further north.
Rook, do you think you can follow these?
With Sarandir's help, I can give it a shot. I was hoping you'd pick up on some sort of scent.
Alright. Kalita, go ahead. You were casting Detect Magic?
Yes.
Okay. So you sit and you focus for a moment. Make sure you mark that off.
Just marked it.
And you begin the ritual for Detect Magic while everyone else is looking around, trying to find things. And when you open your eyes again, you see same glow that you saw when you cast this the last time around Devin's sword. Devin, where are you keeping that pendant again?
Probably now she's wearing it around her neck.
Okay. The pendant has a faint glow to it. Ryan's one of Ryan's little pendants on her staff is glowing as well. Are you able to detect? You're able to detect the school, aren't you? Can you look at the spell list? Or the spell description, my bad. And tell me, are you able to detect what kind of magic?
What kind?
Yeah.
It says you learn at School of Magic.
Okay. I will have to look up what the scimitar is. Kyle, I can hear myself coming through your speakers. Fair warning.
Yeah, there's an echo.
Apologies.
There's a faint bit of kind of necrotic magic that comes from both the necklace and Ryan's carving.
Mm-hmm. But nothing beyond the magic items that the party's carrying.
Correct.
Did you say necrotic on the amulet I'm wearing around my neck?
Yes.
I know. She's I'm like,
And this wasn't detected last time she did this?
I forgot about the fact that it could detect what school of magic it comes from.
Okay.
I feel like I would just like, because this is her first time putting it around her neck. I would just be like, I would take that off from around your neck.
It's whatever bad, it's already on. Like, taking it on and off isn't gonna do anything now.
It hasn't done anything since she put it on.
Oh man.
I still don't like it.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Wait, is that evil? I thought that was evil.
Let's focus on the task at hand and quit about with my haunted little girl necklace, okay? Let's just see about our day.
Very well. I finish with the spell and just say, there is no outside magic here.
Great.
Alright. Rook, go ahead and roll another. Would tracking be survival, nature, investigation?
So I'm looking at Natural Explorer, and it says something about it being survival, and I get double my proficiency bonus because I'm in my favorite terrain.
Yes.
And then if I do succeed, while tracking creatures, I learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
There you go.
Um, 20.
20. You begin to scout these tracks that Nolke has found. Just a bit of a scuttle. People obviously trying to cover their tracks. Seems to be 3 to 4 sets of footsteps. They're old. About almost 2 weeks old, almost going on 3.
Can I tell what kind of creatures they are? Are they humanoid at least, or?
Medium size, yeah.
Okay. Are they wearing boots or are they barefoot? Are we talking something like bugbears or a species that has society with like boots and stuff?
Shoes.
Is there any trace of weapon shards like broken arrowheads or anything left behind that might give me an indication of what kind of humanoids they are?
No.
Lastly, does Sarandir smell anything unique other than what I've discovered?
It's been almost 3 weeks. Rain is popular in this area.
Yeah. Okay, so I relay all to the party, and it's like I've got a trail we can follow.
Cool. It's more than
Has anyone else discovered anything?
No.
I'd say that's the best lead we have so far.
Right.
Agreed.
In which case, keep up. And I start following the trail.
Okay. Just for the DM's mind, what is the marching order?
I feel like Devin would be in the back.
I have to be in the lead.
Probably second if I can. If nobody's gonna stop me.
Be somewhere up towards the front. Parallel or
Probably
behind
be-
Wookie.
In the middle somewhere.
I'll probably be towards the back also.
Okay.
Ryan, where you at?
So I see it as Rook, Noki, Rayan, Raydan, Ryan, Ro, Kalita, Devin.
Okay. So actually, how I have it written. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Rook, Nolki, Raiden, Ro, Ryan, Kalita, Devin.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so just flip the 2 in the middle, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not a genius. Puppy.
You come here and disagree with me about marching order on the day of my toilet's quinceañera?
Wait, what?
You can't go back there. No.
Oh, Pupper. No.
All right.
What are you doing?
And with that, with the marching order in mind, that is where we're going to end tonight.
Oh,
What?
you're killing me, Smalls. Are you serious?
Yes. We have gone really late the past couple of times. I am particularly tired, and when the DM is tired, that is not good.
A good session.
Okay, Biotic, yeah. It's been a pretty good session, despite everyone sleeping through the entire thing.
Well, maybe if you had slept,
Listen,
Elwyn,
give
we'd
me
be
a
able to
chance.
keep going. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, some of us gotta do shit in the morning.
I do have to wake up at like
Karen, calm down.
7 in the morning.
Me too.
Me too.
So yeah, thank you to everyone who followed. That list is still the same. Thank you to everyone who popped in and said things. Coffee Man in particular, you showed up with a raid. You've been sticking around for a long time. Greatly appreciated.
Love you guys. And Sonia, again, thank you for showing up. You are my beloved revered elder, and I'm glad you showed up today.
I would like
Good
to call
session,
out.
everyone. ... I'm not sure if that means a good thing
It
or
was
like.
a lot of just like sleeping or like one person running around and doing this and one person running around doing that, getting stuck in hallways, getting.
This is a callback, but I do appreciate the Whoopi's comment. Too off tone to get strikes, no worries.
Oh, good dear.
I appreciate that.
She's seeing badly.
That's obviously how I
Didn't see no
intentional
sandwich
here.
though. Oh, that's
I
because
ain't got no guilt sandwich, man. There ain't no guilt here. I don't know what sandwich you're looking for.
What?
She's alive. The conscience is clean.
She's alive. I don't feel bad anymore. Like we
Was
fixed
that
it.
Steve's
Well-
kid? What did you just say?
you say that now, Devin. But if she dies again, the DC is higher.
Wait, what?
You
We
say
did
that
also-
now, but if she dies again, the DC's higher.
Yeah, I
Next
know.
time.
I don't intend for her to die.
Don't die, Ryan.
I don't intend for her to
Ryan's not
die.
getting hit.
Oh my gosh.
Kalita's pointing at her like, don't die. It's your fault.
Ryan is not getting hit.
You duck those wild swings, druid.
Hi, friend. How was your near-death experience? Okay, cool. No sweat on my brow.
Thank you, Coffee Man.
No. While she was dead, Devin was like, I fucked up. This is it.
To be fair, when Devin wasn't here, we did rob Devin blind to bring Ryan back.
All of my money.
We look at this.
All of my money.
Rob Devin blind.
All of my money.
Man, let's just rob a bank.
All right.
Coffee Man hops in with, I'll just be all over here cleaning your blood off my sword.
My swords don't get dirty.
All right. Oh dear. All right.
Good
Good
night,
night,
guys.
stream.
Night.
Night, stream.